Join me as we dive into World of Warcraft PvP and explore the question on everyone's mind. Is WoW PvP really that broken? From unbalanced classes to frustrating game mechanics, we'll examine the state of PvP in WoW and discuss whether or not Blizzard needs to make some serious changes. Whether you're a hardcore PvPer or just a casual player, you will not want to miss this discussion about WoW PvP scene. So, is WoW PvP broken beyond repair, or is it just a matter of perspective? Well, let's find out. PvP in World of Warcraft has gone through many iterations. From open world battles, instance battlegrounds, team-based arenas, all the way to solo queues. WoW PvP has evolved, or some would say devolved, over 2 decades of gameplay. What started as a casual roleplay style battle between 2 characters in a living and breathing world has become now a lobby game, where you press a button and instantly join a custom-made match where all that matters is how good you are at reacting to information on your screen. Rather, how good you were in setting up your UI to capture that information in the first place. This is no longer about orcs battling elves or humans fighting the undead. This is an arcade game designed to cater to the most competitive individuals who somehow are not attracted to games like League of Legends or Counter-Strike. There are many reasons why WoW PvP is not the most popular game mode. One is the impossible task of balancing all 39 specializations. WoW classes are not like champions in games such as League of Legends or Dota that have 4 abilities and limited interactions. Due to its very own RPG nature, WoW's customization would break every mathematical scale with its infinite possibilities and combinations. That means it will always be impossible to strike a perfect balance between uniqueness and power. Blizzard does a relatively decent job at making constant changes, but they seem to always be chasing their own tails when it comes to PvP, and will never fully achieve that balance that players want. The second is how complex it has become over the years. From gear acquisition to UI modifications, WoW PvP is just too complex for new players. It has become too daunting to even consider starting your PvP journey when the experience for a beginner is simply to be slaughtered by the opponents without even knowing exactly what happened. In the world of weak auras craft, you either add several different external add-ons or you don't stand a chance. That issue creates the third and possibly most challenging obstacle, a lack of new players. The PvP community in WoW has stayed relatively the same over the last decade or so, with very few new players entering both the competitive scene and ladder play. Sure, Solo Shuffle did succeed in boosting PvP numbers and introducing this brand new world to new players, but over time the system has shown its flaws, like a shortage of healers leading to long queue times and MMR problems across the board. Solo queue was not enough to save WoW PvP. So, where do we go from here? As we now know, Blizzard is making an effort in bringing some world back to World of Warcraft with the recently announced housing feature. That means the interest is there to make the game a little more RPG and a little less competitive, giving the players neighborhoods to live and hopefully interact with each other. That leads to our first suggestion. Make it about community again. Sure, solo play is necessary in any PvP mode in 2025, but there are always ways to make it more sociable. Why not have competitions between neighbors that award a statue of the player at a central plaza in the neighborhood or something? Or maybe a competition between neighborhoods that could even draw in-game crowds to cheer for their neighbors. Second, do away with weak auras. Blizzard recently announced that they are implementing a new tracker for abilities and cooldowns within the game. While that's a good first step, there's still a long road to ensuring an even playing ground between new players and sweaty gladiators. A clean UI also helps fans switch in tournaments like the AWC or simply following their favorite streamer like Peekaboo or Sidhu when they're playing PvP. There's a big community of players that was and still is drawn to PvP in World of Warcraft. It might be a bit too late to make sweeping changes to retail, but it's still possible to improve upon the current experience while experimenting with new things in Classic. Blizzard did try to explore new world PvP events in Season of Discovery, but there's a lot of room for improvement in that department as well. The reason why WoW has been so successful for so long is that it has never been afraid of reinventing itself. it's never too late to subscribe to the channel. I mean, it's never too late to change the course and find new ways to create yet another memorable experience for players all over the world. After all, that's what World of Warcraft has always been all about. Regardless of what Blizzard decides to do, I'll always be out there fighting the good fight. Until next time.